Today on Clubhouse Gas, we're going to talk about one of the most overlooked aspects of the game of football. It kind of frustrates me and confuses me because it's so easy to learn how to do correctly and consistently, and yet so many times you see it change the entire outcome of football games. What is it? Stay tuned to Clubhouse Gas.
Here we see a bad snap on a punt. Unfortunately for most coaches, they don't always turn out as well as this particular bad snap.
Today on Clubhouse Gas, we're talking about one of the easiest skills to learn, and yet one of the most overlooked, long snapping. Now, this weird-looking fella right here is Dave Winstead. Dave is actually one of our editors, and I decided, in order to demonstrate to you how easy it is to learn how to long snap, instead of going and get a kid who plays football all the time, I'd get a computer geek. When was the last time you played football?
I don't even know.
When was the last time you threw a football?
4 or 5 years ago?
4 to 5 years ago. To illustrate to you just how proficient Dave is at long snapping, Dave, we were on a lunch break before we came here at the office. What were you doing during your lunch break?
I was playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
What else?
That's pretty much all he does. There's not a lot of long snapping going on there. So I figure if I can teach him how to long snap in 5 minutes, then you guys should have no problem teaching it to your kids. And don't forget, dads, if your kid is a proficient long snapper, there's college scholarships waiting just for that. All right? So here's what we're going to do, Dave. You can throw a football. You showed me earlier. So
yes.
You know how to hold the ball on the seams and throw a football.
Yes.
This is the same thing.
Okay.
All right? You're still throwing the football. You're holding it the exact same way, but you're going to do it with 2 hands. All right? So you're going to take the football like this in your hand. All right? Then you're just going to turn it over, cock your wrist, turn it over, take your other hand, and you're going to put it on the other axis of the football. Your middle finger right on that seam. Everybody
Right.
see that at home? So this hand is here this way, and this hand is this way. All right? The idea, just like when you throw a football, all right, when you're taught to throw a football, the ball's going to rotate off your hand, and coaches teach you that your pointer finger should be pointed at your target and your palm should be out.
Okay.
All right, hold this. We're going to do the same thing with both hands. Both fingers will be pointing where they're going. Both palms will be out.
Okay.
All right? The way that you start working on this skill is the exact same warm-up that long snappers should do every single day. All right? And now we're going to do that.
All right.
The main aspect is the hand and arm work, which we're going to work on in a minute. In order to show you how to do the warm-up, though, I'm going to go ahead and show you the footwork. You really want to get as wide a base as you can. All right? So you want to spread your legs out as far as you can and get your rear end as low as you can to the ground, because you're also going to use that to help propel you. All right? Once you're here, you want to concentrate on your hand being almost flat on the ground. All right? The ball will be cocked up a little bit. But this hand is really going to be underneath it. So that top hand, since it's on the other axis, is straight up and down facing towards the ground. If you raise it up over your head, it's exactly opposite. Your top knuckles are facing towards the sky, and this hand is facing towards your head. All right, Dave? So what we're going to do is we're just going to throw it back and forth this way to kind of warm up a little bit. You see my hands? Look at my hands, Dave. That's what we want. Yep. Yep. Not bad, not bad. You started a little bit here already. I want you to make sure that this hand could lay flat on your head. All right? So you're right there. Perfect. Perfect. Easy as pie. When teaching a kid or an adult or whoever how to snap for the first time, it's easiest to start small. So we're going to start with the extra point. This is why practice is important, because you need to know how far you need to be from the ball. Again, the further the ball is out in front of you, the more oomph you can put on it. I haven't done this in a long time. Hopefully I can still get it again. You want your legs spread as wide as possible. All right? You want to try to be square. Then you're going to reach out, get your hand underneath it. If you don't feel a pull in your shoulders and your triceps, you're not out far enough. All right, so it's that easy. Now let's see how Dave does snapping the ball. All right, Dave, you come here.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Yep. Not bad. Not bad. One more.
Not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
All right.
You got a hidden talent, or this technique works. Get it a little further out. I want you to swing it to me as hard as you can. If it goes to the 50-yard line, I don't care. I want you to sling this ball.
All right. You got it.
There you go. Not bad. One more. Get it further out in front of you and use that rear end to propel that ball. Swing it. Money. All right, so we're going to snap for a punt now. Everything's the same. You're just throwing it further and higher. All right? Theoretically, you should be able to do this at 30 yards and hit them on the money. Trying to embarrass myself on TV here. All right, Dave.
All right.
Everything's the same. We address the ball wide, hands underneath, this ball on top as far as you can get it. Find your target and let it go over his head. See how fast it got there? That's what we want. All right, your turn there, Papa Bear.
All right.
Same principle.
Okay. Just a little further. A little higher.
Higher. Sling it, man. Don't be afraid of it. Get your arms out in front of you. I can tell from back here they're not in front of you. Look at that.
You didn't even move.
You're better than me. Do it again. Let's see if lightning strikes twice.
You never know.
There you go. That's not a bad snap. One more time. You can even catch now. You're like the great white hype.
It's crazy.
Or hope. One way or the other.
Just a fast learner. What can I say?
That's still not bad. That's still not bad. That's a puntable ball. So did you learn anything today?
Yes. Wear cleats next time I'm on a football field.
Click, clack.
Yeah.
And blue jeans and long snapping don't mix.
No, they don't.
So in terrible attire and the Triumph, the insult dog hat.
Still managed to do it.
You still managed to get it there. You'd be serviceable.
Yeah.
Until you had to go tackle the ball carrier.
That might be bad.
Thanks for being a good sport.
No problem, Casey.
Guys, anytime you see any great editing that's going on, it's this guy and his team that are doing it. We really appreciate it. That's going to do it for us today. We'll see you right back here next time for another great edition of Clubhouse Gas.